All right. So let's all start by taking a comfortable seat of your choice. So you can sit in seiza like this or cross-legged. You can always choose whatever feels more comfortable for you. And you can always use props for that. So you can sit on the block, you can sit on a cushion. Anything that elevates the pelvis a little bit will help you out with sitting down if you're not used to it. But it's a good practice to have. Cool. So then to start, when you're ready, let's rest the hands on the legs or the knees and close the eyes. It's a good practice to start these first initial seconds observing your breath. And you could also tune in to the noises in the room that you're at, the noises outside of the room. Just tuning in and becoming more aware of the here and now, just the present moment. So now let's all place one hand on top of the other hand on your belly. Let's take a big breath in and fill up the belly with air. And with the exhale, allowing the belly button to come towards the spine, so contracting it back. And another inhale, belly expands. And with the exhale, belly contracts back in. Now let's take another big breath in, perhaps the biggest breath you're taking the whole day. And long breath out. So a lot of times we keep that breath really shallow, really high up in the chest. So what we're doing here is slowing it down and also using more of the whole capacity of the lungs and not just keeping into that 20%, 30%. So tuning in with your belly, with your center. It's called the hara. Nice, and let's take one more big breath in. And long breath out, slowing it down. Lovely. Okay. So now let's then bring the fingertips right in the middle of your chest here. So you're using fingertips in the center of the chest, right on the sternum bone. Inhale, we open the arms wide, flexing the palms as we look up gently, opening the chest. And with the exhale, we round the back slightly, bring the fingers back into the center. Inhale, open up, looking up. So you're really rounding the spine here, or arching the spine. With the exhale, we're rounding the spine, bringing the chin into the chest. So we're bringing a bit more mobility to the spine now. With the exhale. And again, really flexing the palms. You feel that opening up into the inside of the arms. And again. And again. One more big breath in. And exhale. Lovely. So let's now take another big breath here. Make loose fists with the hands. Find that sternum point again. And we start to knock on that point. So that's a point here, right in the center of the chest, where we can hold a lot of tension, especially emotional tension. So if there's anything you picked up from the day, or from the week, or from the past few weeks, especially being in lockdown, There's your chance to release it all out. So let's take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. And again, big breath in. And long breath out. Let it out through the mouth. And again, big inhale. Long exhale. One more time, big inhale. And let it out. Nice. Let's find now your navel. So belly button, knocking in that area. And I'll just ask you all to have the mic on mute so we avoid any background noise there. Cool.
Okay, John.
And now let's imagine that there's a line from the belly button that goes all the way back. So on that same level, we tap in that area now. Tapping into these points for vitality in the body, waking up. Taking big breath in again, long breath out, and one more, big breath in, and long breath out as you release any left tension in there. Cool. So now let's focus on the neck a little bit. So we're using the inside of the hand, so the thumb, doing karate chops. So doesn't matter which side you start with. So chopping in the base of the neck, karate chops there. Cool. Keep going. I'll just fix something here. Nice. This, and release the arms down. That's it. Interlacing the fingers behind the head. Elbows are wide, really growing up tall through the spine. With the exhale, let's go over to the right or any side really. Inhale up, exhale to the other side. So feel the opening on the side of the body. And exhale to the other side. And up and to the other side. So feeling it through side of the body now. Let's go side to side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Now we turn to the right, so twisting to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, center. Let's go side to side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Now, tuck the toes under. So I know that can be quite an intense stretch just to be like this. So always be mindful with your own body. So you can untuck the toes if you need to. You can tuck it in a little, and then if you need to untuck, you do it. It can be on and off. So we start here, and now we're opening up through the lumbar a little bit more. Still warming up through the spine here. So let's place the hands behind the waist. And if you can, you have the fingertips pointing up. This is too much, have the fingertips down. We're still already also working with the inside of the wrists here. So great for people on computer and devices in general. Cool, so from here, open the chest and bring the elbows closer towards the other. With the exhale, let's lift the hips up and press the hips forward. Inhale, come back to the heels. Exhale, pressing forwards. Inhale, back. And exhale, press forward. Inhale, back. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back down. One more in this position. Let's bring the left hand to the left heel. With the exhale, lift up. We extend the right arm up above the head. Inhale, come down and switch. Left arm comes up, hips forwards. You can look up slightly. Inhale, coming back. Let's go 4, side to side. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Hands down, tap the feet down. So tapping it away, dissipating it. So now let's keep the top of the feet down. Hands will come behind you on the mat and start to lift the knees up. So we're stretching the tops of the feet now and that front of the shin. So always to your capacity, without forcing, without being too harsh here. So stretching the tops of feet. Return, and again, stretching out. Just 2 more times, stretching it out. And 1 more, coming back. Cool, nice. All right, coming back onto your hands and knees, and you can tap the feet again if you need. Now let's bring the knees together here, the inner ankles together. So we're keeping the chest forwards, the chest open, and the hands really grounded, fingertips spreading out. With the exhale, we shift the hips to the left, but keep the chest facing forwards. Inhale, bring up, and exhale to the other side. And bring it up, releasing through the lumbar, one side and the other. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we come back to center. Now, let's separate the knees to about hip width apart. Making sure you've got the fingertips spreading out, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's tuck the toes under and begin to bring a little bit more warmth to the belly here. So with the exhale, see if you can hover the knees off the floor. So a little hover as you activate the core. Inhale to lower the knees down. And again, exhale, little hover of the knees, just a little. Inhale, lower. So really squeeze the belly button in towards the spine and then hover the knees off the floor again. Inhale, lower, just once more. Exhale, hover, hover. And that's it. Really nice. So now let's take just a couple of cat and cows here. So with the inhale, we drop the belly looking up. And with the exhale, round the spine, tucking the chin in, tucking the tailbone in. Again, inhale, look up, press the mat away. And with the exhale, round the back, chin in. And then we come back to a neutral position. So you're looking down into the mat. Hands on the shoulders, knees on the hips, making sure you're in good alignment to start. And with the exhale, we lift the left arm and the right leg up. Inhale, lower it down. So checking your balance here and the opposite arm and leg. Inhale, back and switch again, extending and lifting away. And down. And the other side, come down. Let's go side to side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Now let's start with the right leg. So let's pick up the right knee and hug it in towards the chest, rounding the spine, bringing the knee towards the forehead. With the exhale, we kick that leg back behind you, looking forward. With the inhale, hug the knee into the spine, into the chest, rounding the spine. And with the exhale, kick that leg back behind you, looking forward. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee down and we're staying on the same side. So with the right knee, we're going to lift the right knee up to the side and lower down. Right knee up to the side, little doggy kind of pose. And again, let's go together for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it down. Press back into a child's pose before we do the other side. So you can have the knees together or knees slightly apart. Resting the forehead down, arms extending out. Just taking another big breath in here. With yoga, we're connecting the movement and the breath. That will bring us the most out of it. That's the mindfulness component here. So very important to have these little breaks in between the exercises or in between the movement. Is the yin and yang there, the active and the passive, more of the energy, if you like. Right, so let's come back up onto our hands and knees again. So finding hands under shoulders, knees under hips. With the exhale, with the inhale, we hug the left knee into the chest, round the back. With the exhale, we kick that left knee behind you and up, looking forward. Inhale, hugging it in, round the spine. Exhale, send it back. One more slow, inhale in. And exhale, kicking back. Let's go together for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that knee down. So same knee, left knee, lift it up to the side. Inhale, lower. And again, lifting it up. Inhale, down. Lift it up. And down. Let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Lovely. Let's pick up the right knee, so the other knee now, and cross it over the left, so behind and over. Separate, so the knees will be together and the heels are separating, opening wide. See if you can start to sit back. Woo! So you're sitting in between the heels. You might like to use help of a pillow, so you can sit on the pillow. You can put a pillow just under your left bum if it's lifting off the floor. So you can use some help here. There's no problem with that. So we aim to having the knees stacked up, so aligned. Little hip opener here. So it doesn't matter anywhere you are, that's where you're meant to be. So the body, with practice, the body opens up, right? But we don't want to push too hard, otherwise the body will just push back and it's not going to go anywhere. So be just where you are. And for about 3 breaths, let's close our eyes for a moment. So we have a moment here to Just be in this shape and explore it. Explore sensations. The uncomfortable, perhaps. Just be with it. Very nice. Cool. So slowly we start walking forwards again. So you're shifting the weight onto your hands more and uncross the legs, bringing that knee back. Cool. So shift the hips if you need to, if you need any movement, if you need to stretch the legs behind one at a time, you can do that. And stretch the other one. And now we're going for the other side. So crossing the left knee over the right, so just behind. And you're going to start walking your hips back and sitting in between the heels. So remember to sit on a pillow or have the pillow perhaps under the right bum if it's way off the mat. You're trying to sit up tall. The hands can rest anywhere they feel comfortable, where they want to land. And then when you're ready, if you like, you can close your eyes. And let's count 3 deep breaths here. Let's be more present with this shape. Nice. All right. So now let's slowly and mindfully begin to walk the hands forwards, untangle, and then move back a little bit so you have space at the front of the mat. Come back to your neutral tabletop kind of position. We start from there. So with the exhale, we're starting to walk the hands forwards and lower the chest down. So really stick your bum up to the sky and lower the chest down. So the arms are active here. The arms are fully straight. They're active. And you are looking straight ahead if the neck is allowing it. If not, you can rest the forehead down on the mat. Now with the next inhale, the body lifts up a little. And with the exhale, it lowers down again. Inhale, moving up. And exhale, lower down. So imagine the whole body breathing here. Inhale as it fills up with air. Exhale as it softens back down. Just a couple more. Big inhale. Long exhale. And again, inhale. And long exhale. Nice. So we walk with the hands back under the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Now we're stretching the other way. So lifting the hips up in your downward dog. So here you can bend the knees as much as you need to. We want to focus on having a long, straight spine, long back. Relax the neck down. Relax the crown of the head towards the mat. The arms are stretched. You can bend the knees a lot so you can send the hips up to the sky. Just one more breath in. And a long breath out. And then we look forwards and slide the body forwards into your plank. One long line with the mat. And then slowly lowering all the way down. Knees first if you like. Or going all the way down. And resting the forehead down here for a moment. Untuck the toes. And taking a big breath in. We've got 2 mics on today, so things getting really serious here. Cool. Right, so now we have the legs comfortably apart, so about hip width apart or closer together. And the hands will be, on the side of the head here to start. Palms down. With the exhale, we start to lift the chest and the head up into your Sphinx position, but allow the movement to come from the back. And when you're up there, then bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. So this will be the Sphinx. You have the forearms down on the mat, the palms spreading, and you're looking straight ahead. Chest open. With the inhale, let's lower the head down. So forehead lowering down. You're sort of collapsing onto the shoulders a little bit here. And now we practice that again. So rolling up, using the strength of your back to roll up again. Looking straight ahead. The glutes are involved here as well, the whole back. With the inhale, lower the head down. Exhale, lifting up with the back. Head up. Just one more like this. Inhale, coming down. And then exhale, lifting up. So feel how it feels to be in this shape today, or tonight. Nice. So now we're going to work with the back as well as we do during winter time and with our water element. So we're looking after our spine, the integrity of the spine, so the back, the core that supports the back, the glutes, the legs. So that's a big focus for us. Just noticing your heartbeat. Nice. All right, so let's do another little exercise. We're bringing the hands under the chin. So one hand on top of the other and resting the chin on top of the hands here. And now we separate the legs wider than the hips, so about mat width. And we tuck the toes under. So relax the neck and the shoulders. And now we stretch the legs out. So the kneecaps are off the mat. With the exhale, we lift the left leg up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, the right leg up, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Try to relax the upper body. Exhale, left leg up. And down. And the other side. And down. Let's go for 8, side to side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax the legs. Relax the arms alongside the body. Turn the head to the other side. Just for a couple of breaths here as we transition. And if you feel a bit squeezed up here, the back of the waist, you can always release the hips by shaking the hips side to side. And we are squeezing the area, but you will feel a relief afterwards. All right, so the next one, let's bring the legs mat width apart again and tuck the toes under like we had before. So start with the forehead down. So now let's interlace the fingers behind you. See if you can bring the palms to touch or on that way, on that direction, and then extend the arms. If this is not possible, you can have the hands separated but just behind you and the arms then extending out. Okay, so see if you can have the arms stretched out and the palms together as much as possible. And with the exhale, we lift the chest and the head up. So imagine I'm pulling your hands back, further away from you. Inhale down. And then exhale, lifting it up. Imagine I'm pulling your hands back. So legs are active, kneecaps off the mat. Inhale down. And the legs are wide as the mat. And again, exhale, lift up, lift up. Inhale down, with a corrective exercise here for your posture. Exhale, lifting up. Now we stay up. With the exhale, hands go to the left, head to the right. Inhale, middle. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. So arms to one side, head to the other, looking over that shoulder. Back to middle, hand to the other side. Now let's move a little bit faster for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center and relax. Relax the arms, the hands, untuck the toes. Just feel it in your body. Allow the upper back to soften and broaden. And if you like to wiggle the hips side to side, if you feel like a bit of movement, you can go for it. Sometimes it's nice to be just still after these poses as well. You can just feel it dissipating, that compressed energy. You feel it softening and spreading out, and you suddenly get a relief. So that's the muscles, it's blood, but it's also chi or life force energy that we are moving through your body, through the energy channels of the body, the meridians. Right, let's do another nice one. So bringing one hand on top of the other and resting the chin on top of the hands again. So making sure shoulders are relaxed. Now let's bring the legs together and we tuck the toes under. So we start to now walk with the knees closer towards the hips, so the bum's lifting up. So lift up the bum as much as you can, so there's an arch of the lumbar spine. So your weight is a lot on your knees. So sticking your bum up, that's it. And this is the start. Now with the next exhale, we'll add a little to it. So with the exhale, we send the hips to the left. So let it roll to the left. Come back up, and now let it roll or drop to the right. And back up, and drop to the left. Back up, and dropping to the right. And coming back, let's go side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to middle, and relax. Now even more compressed. Relax the arms. Turn the head to the other side and allow it to just soften again. Relax the muscles. Taking another big breath in through the nose. Long breath out. Again, big inhale. Long exhale. Right. So now let's check our Sphinx pose, and maybe we're moving on to the cobra and seal. Lots of animals. So now we bring the forearms out to the front again, like we did in the beginning. The elbows are in line with the shoulders. And the legs can be comfortably apart. So the closer they are, the more intense sensation on the lumbar. So if you need more space, you open the legs wider. But we try to have it as close as possible. So we start with the Sphinx. Forearms down, palms open, you're looking straight ahead. You're sort of propping yourself up here. You're not collapsing onto the shoulders, you're holding yourself up nicely. Looking straight ahead. Nice. So from here, if you'd like to try the seal, we're bringing the hands to the corners of the mat and we're stretching the arms out. So you're lifting up a little bit higher. And to make it more intense, you come with the hands closer to the body. So the fingertips are turning outwards a little bit for this one. And the armpits are rolling in towards each other. So the back of the body is still broadening. So again, we're not collapsing down into the shoulders. We're really using your arm strength here to lift you up and the back to hold you there. Glutes are active as well. You can squeeze a bum. And remember that you can go back one step or modify as much as you need to be in any shape. Or also take a break, of course. So one more big breath in, long breath out. And now slowly we start to come down. I'll give you one more variation. So like a cobra, you'll just feel like it feels a little bit different. So we're bringing the hands now on the sides of the chest. So the hands are coming in really close. The elbows are hugging the body. And the back of the neck is long to start with. Squeeze the bum together, so using back strength as well. And with the exhale, start to lift the chest up. There's not a lot of weight on the hands to begin with. If you feel like you have more room, then you start to press the mat away and perhaps lift the chest a little bit more. So the pelvis might start to come off the mat. So it's unlikely that your arms will fully straighten here. And we can take another 2 big breaths as we hold. If you're shaking a little bit, it's a good sign. It's okay. And then slowly come down. Now let's come up into a cat stretch straight away. So pressing up onto your hands and knees. Adjust so the knees are under the hips. And with the exhale, slowly round the spine, tuck the chin in. So be mindful. Pressing the floor away. Just another big breath in, long breath out. And now bringing the knees together, we come back to a child's pose. Keep the knees together if possible. If not, you separate the knees, it's fine. See if you can rest the arms alongside the body and the forehead down. Allow the shoulders to drop. use fists with the hands and begin to tap right on the sacrum, on the sides, moving out to the side of the hips, really tapping along, massaging, coming back to the sides of the spine. So moving up a little bit into the lumbar area, tapping up and down, and then going up higher towards kidneys, the battery packs of the body. And now let's tap along the spine as high as you can, and down. Just once more, go up as high as possible, and down. And now with the palms of your hands, rub into the kidneys. So massaging kidneys, bringing warmth to the area. We want to have happy, calm kidneys. So you can really visualize you sending vitality, sending love to your organs. And then relax the forehead down again if it wasn't. And relax the arms alongside the body just for another moment. Nice. Let's now release into the upper back of the shoulders, especially a little bit. So slowly rolling up. And let's come to lie on your right side. So from seating, we will start. So we have your right arm right on your side. And we're going to lie right on top of that right shoulder. So right on top of it. So I like to have my bottom leg sort of bent and the top foot on the floor for support. The left hand is on the floor as well in front of you. And now we begin to rock the body. You can rock it up and down, you can make circular movements. So releasing that top of the shoulder right around it. See what works for you, and that can feel quite tender. In fact, see if you can find the tender spot there. So you can move your body around a little bit, find that spot, and you can concentrate on that. Nice. Right, so now I'm just going to turn around to show you. So now that same arm will come behind you with the palm up. So this time you're lying right at the front of that shoulder. So you're opening that shoulder back. You're going to be massaging right at the front of that right shoulder. So right arm behind you. Feel that front of your shoulder. You can rest the head down. And you're there. So the right arm is behind you not on an angle, right? And see if you need to bring it higher, have more sensation, lower. Will be more gentle. Now with that left arm, let's begin to slowly rotate. So feeling that onto that left shoulder. So rotating that top arm now. I'm gonna stay facing the wall here because there's one more step to it. Rotating that and then rotating the other way around. Making sure the head is relaxed, the neck is relaxed. Nice. So now that top arm, lift it up. So palms facing the floor, and you start to send it back. So both arms will be parallel to each other now. Palms facing the other. And so the further back you reach with that top hand, the more opening you get and the more sensation. So keep the fingertips active, keep reaching back from both hands. And then we release back and roll into the belly. And we do the other side. So sliding that left arm under the body to start. So you're right on the top of that left shoulder here. So find a good position for you and start to massage it. So you can be moving up and down, side to side, circles. Just feel that tender spot. A lot of times you don't even realize how tender that is. Nice. So that's something you can do every day, anytime at home. Right, so let's then slide that left arm behind you now with the palm facing up. So now you're resting on the front of that left shoulder. Palm up, and then the further away that left arm is from the body, the more sensation you get. Right arm, right elbow. You can use the right elbow to guide you, making big, big circles to one direction. And circling the other way around. And then we extend that right arm up, palms facing the back, and send it back to be parallel to the bottom arm. Keep reaching away through your fingertips. And we take another big breath in here. Long breath out. Allowing shoulder blades to come closer together. And then bring that right hand back on the floor. Bring that arm in and roll onto your back. So lying on your back now. Let's find your way there. Nice. So I'll suggest this next one, fish pose. So if you're familiar, you see how the neck is feeling today. The body feels like it or not. So take any variations, or you can stay on the rest. So I'll give you one option. The first option will be to have the arms wide open with the palms down. The chin is in for this. And with the exhale, we're sliding the shoulder blades together and puffing the chest up. Okay, so we'll be in one variation, a milder variation. You can stay there and come back, right? So otherwise, if you like to come for the fish, we bring the elbows in towards the waist. We make fists with the hands, fists pointing up to the sky. The legs are together. And now as we exhale, we start to move from the center of the chest, from your heart. Imagine if I'm pulling it up, you allow the head to slide up to the top, and you find that opening across the front of the neck, the heart space at the chest here. So really dig your elbows into the floor or into the mat and find that position for your head. So keeping the mouth closed and the eyes can be closed or open. Feel that in your body, feel that opening, quite big here. It's got quite big kind of shape to be. Try not to roll the head to the sides. So once you're there, you're just hanging there, and you can exit the pose before me at any time. Taking another big breath in through the belly, allowing it to fill up with air. And the long breath out. And one more big breath in. Long breath out. And then slowly coming back down. Just take your time. Relax the feet, relax the arms, the hands, the fingers. Staying here for a moment before we do a counter pose. Just allow sensation to flush through the body. And notice how it feels. Okay. Now let's interlace the fingers behind the head. Elbows are wide. Let's bring the legs together. And then let's point the toes. And then flex the feet. And again, we point the toes. Flex the feet. Let's keep the feet flexed here so the legs are engaged, kneecaps are lifting. With the exhale, we hug the head with the elbows and lift the head up. So let the head be heavy onto the hands, chin towards the chest, toes pulling back towards you. And to intensify these release, we're going to lift the right leg up as high as it wants to be. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale, lower. Keep the chin into the chest. And let's go side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the head down gently and relax the arms, relax your feet. And just be for another moment. Eyes open or closed. Just feel that rebound. And noticing how that shape makes you feel. Nice. So let's then hug the right knee into the chest. Hug it in. And then we open the right arm out to the side and guide that knee across the body, the left hand. The head might want to turn to the right. And you're taking that twist. And continuing to breathe in through the belly, calming the nervous system, so bringing that energy that once was high up in the head, the neck, the shoulders, that tension, sending all that energy down to your belly, to your center. What we need, that fire. We need that fire for digestion. Let's use the inhale to bring that knee back up. Stretch the right leg out. And now we hug the left knee into the chest. Hug it in really tight. Extend the left arm out and use the right hand to guide the knee across the body to your twist. See if the head wants to roll to the left. So during winter time, we allow ourselves to be a little quieter. Like nature slows down. Same happens to us, same happens to our body. So perhaps sleeping a little bit more, a little bit longer, going to bed a little earlier, getting out of bed a little bit later, perhaps. And nourishing ourselves with warming foods, moist food, nourishing soups, warming teas. We're keeping the heat inside, we keep the water moving inside. With the inhale, bring that knee back up and stretch the leg out. Let's now bring the hands on top of the belly again. Let's take another big breath in, feel up the belly. And a long breath out, releasing it all out. So let's then condense all that vibrant, refreshed chi energy in. So we start to circle the hands, the whole abdominal area. So let's start circling from the left to the right, so clockwise. Big circles. Same direction as your digestion here. Circling it around. And then we reverse it back. And we start to make that circle smaller and smaller over the navel, condensing it all in.